I was not interested in coming.
Mm-hmm.
I had zero expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I just decided since I did come, I'd try it to be nice because that was my commitment to you.
Mm-hmm.
And within the first few weeks, I had lost, in the first 4 weeks, I think I lost 6 pounds. But the most important thing is I have severe arthritis in my back. And I'm in excruciating pain if I sit more than 45 minutes. And most of the time I can't sit for 45 minutes. And within those first 4 weeks, I was sitting working or at an event for 2 hours. And it was just like amazing to me. And then as a little test to this whole thing, I kind of went off for 2 weeks when I was traveling a lot. And within the first week, my back was hurting a lot. In the second week, I was basically debilitated and depending on ibuprofen, which I don't want to take drugs and take it as minimally as possible anyhow. But one of my goals is to never take it if I don't have to. And all the weeks that I've been following this program, I haven't had to have any ibuprofen. My blood pressure, although never really high, has gone from, say, an average of 120 over 85 or 110 over 80 to 100 over 60. My cholesterol's gone down 15 points. My pH level went from a 5.8 to a 6.8. I've lost 1.5 inches in my waist and in my hips, and only 1/2 inch in my thighs, but that's okay. What else? So, I mean, overall, just, a lot less pain, but the other thing I had was because of the sciatica, the tight hamstrings all the time, and every morning, before I get out of bed for like about an hour before I actually get up, I stretch so that I could get up and walk, and starting the second week of doing this, I haven't had to do it, and that never came back. So that to me is also an amazing thing.
And how long have you been suffering with this arthritis problem?
Oh, I didn't even know it was arthritis until last year when I couldn't walk for a month for an hour or two every morning when I got up. And then I finally had all the MRIs and stuff. And so in my head it was always something muscular and I was exaggerating.
Yeah.
And then when the doctors saw my MRIs and x-rays, they're like, oh, you have the spine of a 70-year-old, and oh my God, you must be in so much pain. How do you live like that? And I'm like, well, at least now I know it's not in my head, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been suffering with it for a very long time. And
I'm so happy for you.
thank you.
Have you been
So-
doing that ibuprofen every day for a long time?
No, I've never did the ibuprofen every day. I did a lot of chiropractic. I did a lot of massage, hot baths, heat pads, and other alternative things,
Yeah.
but never anything that worked as well as this worked. And
So like working on your inside, cleaning your blood of toxins and letting your immune system be better helped your arthritis.
yeah, I think that that's a big part of it. And I just got back from traveling with my son. He was sick the night we got back. The past couple times he's been sick, I have not gotten anything, and I feel like it has just improved my overall.
Do you guys see a difference in her? Do you guys see a difference in her? Okay, anybody want to say what they see?
I just noticed because I've seen you so many times, you just seem brighter and happier.
Yeah, and face, the face.
Yeah.
It's more
Your
relaxed.
color is
What do you notice
rosier.
about the color?
Rosier. Your skin had a little bit more ashen look before. It's like you're coming alive.
I think you look looser.
I think she
That
looks
looks
10 to
so-
15 years younger in her face, in her smile, and in her eyes. And you know, they say that like we're only as young as our spine.
Right,
And when you're in pain, and I've been in pain,
right.
it zaps the life right out of you. And you look, to me, 10 to 15 years younger. And your skin looks refreshed, like you've been on vacation. And I am so happy. You're
Thank you.
why I did this.
I'm really happy too, because like I said, I had zero expectations. And the weight was part of it, but not a big part of it for me, because if I could stick to my guns, I've lost weight on my own before and have constantly studied Western nutrition.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one of the things that's been most interesting to me is some concepts that I would have never thought of before, like she was saying earlier, the cold food salad thing, and just, you know, anything like that. It was just really interesting. And never hungry because the beans filled me up all the time. I did such a variety in my cooking with the different types of beans and lentils and whatever that I used, and turned it into so many different recipes that it was never ever boring to me. Yeah.
You're gonna give those to us.
Yes.
Yay.
I gave you some very early
Well,
on.
I want to thank you so much for sticking with it, even when you didn't think there was any chance of it helping. And I've experienced it for my own pain and getting rid of my pain too, and I've seen it many times with patients. And people would never believe that a food could do that. That food can do that,
Yeah,
and it's very powerful.
it is.
And I'm just so grateful and excited that you got that out of it.
Yeah, me too. Thank
Yay,
you very much.
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate it.
Yo, my pleasure, my pleasure.